So it's Jaytoday and Gwentomorrow. We're back with another adventure, but I do want to let you know this video is not about us today. We are going to honor a veteran that has went above and beyond multiple times. So currently I'm in Howard, Wisconsin, and I'm gonna make my way over to Shawano, Wisconsin. And again, this is a drive down 29 that goes in between Howard, Wisconsin, or Green Bay, Wisconsin, to Shawano. So the reason why we're going over here, this gentleman that I may get an interview later, I don't know, we'll see. I'm pretty sure he's quite overwhelmed with what has already taken place today. This veteran, you know, has done some remarkable things for the community, and especially for the veteran population within Shawano County. This veteran that hopefully we'll get to see today on camera, if we get a chance. Again, the news crew will be there for Fox 11. He was already interviewed on Fox 6 down in Milwaukee. But this veteran has, in the last almost 20 years, so I think it's like 19 years, but I'm not even 100% sure. Again, you know, 19 or 20, doesn't really matter. Again, it's a high, again, 19 years, half my life. This veteran has contributed and volunteered in the amount of miles that he has done volunteering, over 200,000 miles, over 5,000 volunteer hours at a VA clinic, 5,000 hours. He has transported over 2,000 veterans to the Milwaukee VA from Shawano, and that is no short task. One way is over 130 miles one way from Shawano to Milwaukee. And the reason why I say 130, it's probably more than that, because it's 130 miles on 41. If you take 41 from Green Bay to Milwaukee. Now, Shawano is 30 miles west of Green Bay on 29. So he has to navigate, and again, I'm just suspecting it's a little bit more than 130 miles that he is navigating to make that trip. And he's doing that trip sometimes 3 times a month, sometimes even more than that, to take veterans who don't have the means or transportation to a VA appointment down in Milwaukee, and then also waiting for them to get done to transport them back to Shawano. Again, all volunteer. You know, he's done this for so long, and today is going to be his last ride when he comes back to drop the vehicle off. And again, they reached out to the news crew basically to let him know, or let the news crew know that, hey, this veteran has done some really extraordinary things for the community of Shawano. In fact, if you go in Shawano, and like the majority of the people that live in Shawano, if you mention Dennis B. in a veteran community or around veterans, I would almost with certainty think that somebody within that group is going to know him. That's how, again, he's done so much. So again, today we're going to go over there, and hopefully we'll get a glimpse of him coming in on his last ride to drop the van off, because again, he's retiring for the second time, which I think is pretty awesome considering what he's done over the last 20 years almost. And that's where we're headed. So currently it's 83 degrees. It is 3:56, and it sounds like he should get back to Shawano right before 5. So it looks like I'm going to be arriving before 4:30. So I hope I get back. I'm crossing my fingers I get back before he does. You know, I think he'll get caught up in traffic somewhere, which will help the cause, because I definitely want to be there and see, you know, him come in for the last time on a DAV van that he has driven down to Milwaukee twice this week. Yeah, once yesterday and once today. He has done this, and again, he's gone above and beyond any other veteran that I have known to the last 20 years of his life. He has contributed to volunteering and transporting veterans which I would consider quite long distances. I mean, I don't mind going down to Milwaukee from time. I've done it many times just to go down there and drive around, but taking veterans down there to VA appointments and then waiting for them and then bringing them back home is remarkable. But yeah, so we'll see what we can do and go from there. So I'm gonna time lapse it a little bit, and we'll do that. Alright, so we're coming into Shawano now. Currently it is 4:14. Got 7 minutes before I get to where I'm supposed to get, I believe. I hope. But we will see. Driving down Main Street here. So today being 9/11 too, the fire department has put up a a flag right in the middle of like, you can actually see it if you look all the way down, which I think is really cool. And maybe we'll get some drone footage of that. But we'll see. You know, I don't want to promise anything. So all right, so we're here at the courthouse, and we have Mr. Dennis coming in, the guy who is retiring again for the second time, and he's making his last run today. So
Passenger behind.
Yeah, he went to work that night. He couldn't go to Vegas. So
Okay.
they want me waiting out 2 hours. I said no. Right. Thank you.
Whoever.
I sure appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Not bad for Lorraine anyways.
Yeah, not bad.
Pretty good. Thank you for the
You betcha.
last 20 years at the VA and the DAV. So
Thank you very much.
appreciate it.
Oh, I really appreciate being able to do it.
The veterans of Northeast
right.
Wisconsin will very much appreciate the services that you provided. So
Well,
you will not be replaced. So.
Well, I'm sure somebody will.
We'll try anyway. It might take more than one. It might be 5 or 6 people combined.
Congratulations on your second retirement.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank
Yeah, and I had to keep this a secret.
you. Yeah. Yeah. Jeez. Boy.
Interesting last day too, huh?
This is my last day. Yeah, I got down there yesterday. Everybody said, I thought you were retired.
So give me one more day.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah. Hi there, buddy.
You don't remember me. You taught me how to drive. 8 years ago.
We never got no tickets either. all the way. I said, gosh dang, I hope nothing happens because all these years, no speeding tickets. Fox came down there. Fox from Milwaukee. And Patty, I've known Patty. She and I are the ones that are left from down there. Everybody else is gone. So, well, I sure do appreciate this guy, everybody. I tell you. I
Wish we could do something more for you, but we appreciate it.
just come to my funeral.
Hopefully that's no time soon.
Yeah, you have to bring no flowers or anything like that. So yeah.
Well, Dennis, we'd like to interview you real quick, if that's all right.
Sure.
Don will do over here and put you out.
Be a good boy. Sometimes it's different. Some people call me something else. I shouldn't say that.
How old are you?
I'm 85. I'll be 86 in March.
How did you get involved with this?
Well, I retired from what I was doing before. I was a painter. After I got out of service, I worked at Fort Howard Paper Company for 13 years in Green Bay. And then I got my own painting business going. I did that for 35 years, and I retired from that. I got into this, and I'm really happy that I did. I met so many nice people, and we're all veterans, and that's what we did it for all my own veterans, my friends. And guys that when they call me up on the phone, these are guys like that, they sure appreciate all that what they do also for our veterans. And we're all served underneath the same American flag. And when I came to Shawano today and I seen that flag over here with the by the fire department, I said, wow, like that. So really, really nice. I served in U.S. Marine Corps, and I went to work, and I served 2 years and 4 months aboard a Navy carrier, working intelligence work. And the closest I got to combat is we were headed for, I was aboard a Navy carrier, and our Air Force was in trouble again. So a little ways off the South China Sea. And we went back there and we sat down in a bay near this one by Laos. And that's where the closest I got to combat, which was good. Then I got discharged, and they want to have me re-enlist, and for 7 years I worked in First Maryland as an officer. I always tell everybody this, and I always said the only way I got out of high school was cheerleaders and sports. I'd flunk out of college and go back to Vietnam as a second lieutenant. I didn't want to do that. So,
How many years did you serve, and what years were they?
I went in 1957, and I got out in 1960. So it was early years, and I got my final discharge in '64. I was one of the old guys.
You did this 20 years? Why did you do it for so long?
Well, I'm in my 20th year, yeah. I do it. I'll tell you the truth. I would do it longer, but I don't want to say age. And driving, you got to be a race car driver sometimes. When you go down to Milwaukee, I'll tell you that. And then I've seen some very bad accidents in the last 3 years, and because I've been lucky, I've had no problems, and I really enjoy doing it. And it's a great group. This here group is, it's great. No matter which clinic, I drove to Appleton, Green Bay, Madison, Toma, King. I've driven them all. And Madison was really sometimes, because every time I went into Madison, it was a different route. Like that. But it's really a great lesson. I hope that we can find some more drivers and volunteers to do it. So.
You're saying no accidents, no tickets?
No. Whoops, excuse me. There's a man up there that watches over me. And every day I ask him if he can take care of me and everybody else, so he does.
What are the drives like? I mean, having the conversations.
Well, I tell you, I wish I would have kept a diary, because I've had veterans from World War II. I did have one when I first started from World War I. I had veterans from World War II, and I had veterans from Korea and War. And after they get to know you, they go to tell you things that they haven't even told their own family. And it's just, you're like my family. Matter of fact, one guy I always miss is he was one of the second flight over Hiroshima, and he told me all that stories there and that stuff. And every one of that, the guy that I take down now from, pick him up by Clintonville, and he tells me too that he got Purple Heart twice. So, it's a family. That's what it really is. We're a family. That's why I hate to quit, but I know I should. That's I told if they needed a helper and driver yet to Appleton or Green Bay, I'd fill in. But my wife says, no, don't do it. So, but I'm always available. I get families that actually want me to drive them. They don't want to drive with anything else, on their own vehicle or with me, and I take them to the hospitals or to wherever they want to go, and that's how you take care of each other.
Sounds like you could still do it, but it's just time.
It's time, Doug. It's time, because I see some good ones, and I've some accidents. Every day there's really a lot of speeding on the highways like that, and just in the last couple of days, I've had semis 10 feet behind me. I've had motorcycles cut right in between me and 2 other cars, and I've seen 3 bad accidents this last 2 years. I've seen doors from a car going through the air and things like that. And then when I had this ice deal that came through my windshield here, like that, the big hunk ice came last winter. The big hunk ice came off, and the dent is still in the vehicle. I stopped. One other car stopped. He said, "How are you?" I said, "I'm okay." And he said, "Aren't you shook up?" I said, "No, I never got time to get shook up." But no, I really enjoy it. And I really don't like the quit, but I'll still continue to serve my veterans. And I set up Memorial Day, Veterans Day, and all those programs here in Shawano, and that keeps me going good. So, and this was a surprise when I when I seen Dick first. I was standing over there, and I was going on here. So.
You have quite the statistic list too. I mean, 2,400 veterans you've driven, 237,000 miles. Did you know that the totals were that high?
Yeah, actually they're higher than that even. Yeah, because the mileage is higher, and hours served is up there then also, and I like that. But it's all there. But I wanted to have it down so that when I'm laying looking up like this, that my family can say that's what Grandpa was doing all his life. So, so I say I enjoy it. I'm really thankful for everybody that recognizes what all of us veterans do. We have a great country, and I hope it stays that way.
Anything I'm missing? Anything else that you'd want to add?
No, I better not. Because I could always say something else, but I don't. I better not. So.
You got plenty of things. So.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. When I was in the service, I was in high school, Shawano High School. We got a new teacher. We were 5 of us senior boys. We got a new teacher, and she was really good looking. She had a desk with the front was open, and she taught bookkeeping and typing. So 5 of us boys, we took typing and bookkeeping. So when I got through my training in California, they asked for a show of hands. They could type. Out of 300, some there was only maybe 20 of us that could type. So I got into intelligence work. So I did aboard the carrier. They put me up to intelligence work. And whenever I see my teacher, she's up in heaven now. Every time I see her at a class meeting, I say, Miss Weber, kind of you're good looking legs. I got a good job in the service. And she would always still blush. So.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you for being here. This is complete.
Cut that. No, cut. Oh.
Same deal. We're all veterans. We're all serving that same flames.
Well, if you want to, I will.
Thank you very much.
Very nice.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. So.